All right, Don Myrah is our 50 to 54 national champion. Incredible race. How did you get your win at the end there?
I noticed on the downhill sections before the last climb that I was a little faster through the corners, so I knew I needed to be in the lead going up that last climb, because Roger earlier in the race was getting a little better traction going up the hill, and I would lose some time there, so I wanted to be in front. So I did what I had to do to get to the front, and then I just gave it everything I had left up that climb and held him off. So it was a good day.
So you've won a few titles before. Do you think your experience helped pay off there in that last lap?
Yeah. I mean, definitely bike handling skills pays off, and just having that experience of keeping your calm, during the race, like not getting too excited and making mistakes, So, yeah.
Last year you had a really frustrating Reno with the flat, but you still finished, I think, second. Yeah. How much did you want this one here today?
Yeah, I wanted some redemption. Last year I looked at the lap times and I was like a minute down after the first lap, so it was kind of frustrating. Yeah, so I put a lot of pressure to try and get this one today, but Roger really made me work for it. I wasn't so sure I was going to have it, so it came down to the very end.
So I'm assuming you guys have raced against each other before. How did that play into knowing your strengths and weaknesses out there?
I knew I was probably a little better bike handler than Roger, but I know Roger's no slouch. He's a good rider, and really I was really fearful that he was going to power away from me on the climbs, because he was riding well today. So it just, I'm also pretty strong, but for whatever reason I just wasn't getting the traction I wanted. So it was a big question mark, and I was just like, well, I got to do what I can do to minimize that, and I had to be in front, so that's what I did.
So now us gingers are always looking for our cycling heroes. I think you might be the first ginger champion of the weekend. How does that feel?
It feels great.
And then finally, you've been doing this for a while. How did you get started in the sport of cyclocross?
So back in 1983, I did a Surf City race in Santa Cruz, and I was riding in the senior event as a junior, and did pretty well. I was top 4 or 5, and I think we had a nationals nearby, so I entered that and did pretty good, and I just found that I had a natural ability for it, and I've stuck with it ever since.
Cool. Don Myrah, you've been doing cyclocross as long as I've been alive. Congratulations on your national championship here today.
Thank you. Thanks.